hyped up, pumped up. But I'm not seeing that, and that is cagey. But the most important thing is that the Meteors start well, try to get an early goal, and control the pace of the game. Otherwise, we could be in for a very long afternoon.
Yeah, the North Africans has always been a tough customer, and as you said clearly, you could see from their faces they are highly confident. They built in with that tough mentality. They don't give up. That is very common and very peculiar with this North African side. They don't care. They don't care the venue. They don't care what is actually at stake. What they need to do is to come here, qualify, and that has always been this North Africa side, from club football to national teams. You can lose, they can come here, lose, they don't care. But when they pack up and make sure they arrange things so well, they don't care the venue and they'll be ready for the ask. So clearly from their faces, nothing shows they drill at home. They are well drilled, well confident, and they have it at the back of their mind that with a perfect craft system and a perfect tactical plan, they can do something in Ghana.
Yeah, I mean, coach, they've obviously said that, their coach has said that we're starting the game, we're starting from zero. For them, this is it's 0-0. Of course, it's 1-1. That mentality would mean that they'll come into this game not as underdogs, but coming here to also cause an upset. What would be the factors that would help Ghana, the advantages that the Black Meteors would have this afternoon?
We only have to think that, look, the last time they drew here, we went there to beat them. But this time we've gone there to have a draw. So it can turn around. That is what maybe they are thinking, that's why they are quiet. And you could clearly see from their facial that they are very, very quiet and very calm. But I believe that our technical team know what it's about. They drew here, we went there to beat them. We've gone there to drew. But I believe that we know what we are about. Yeah, whatever comes today, I believe that it is about qualification, not about the scoreline. We have the point there, we have the goal there. But I believe that going all out, and as we can see, Effiebania didn't start in that game. He's captain the team today. We see him in the lining up. So I believe that there's been a little tactical change from Coach Ibrahim Tanko's setup, and I'm sure we are good to go.
Yeah, I mean, some of the fans are beginning to, to connect with their players. This is Danlad Ibrahim's home ground. He's also a very experienced goalkeeper, and he wasn't present, obviously, for Kotoko the last couple of matches because of international duty. How important is Danlad Ibrahim going to be this afternoon?
He has the exposure, he has seen a top quality, very consistent, top individual. He has shown leadership and he has shown everything within the national setup. From under 17, under 20, and now under 23. And let's not forget, he was part of the team for the Qatar 2022 World Cup, and he has been a consistent figure in the Kotoko setup. Again, looking at the kind of performance that he put up for the Black Meteors in Algeria, at least he had a penalty saved, and he really showed there's a lot of quality around. He's going to be the main man in post. We are inside games. You need a top class goalkeeping.
With a big heart.
Yeah, exactly. Before you can move on to the next of the competition, and clearly he has shown that. What I'm expecting from him is that there has been a lot of theatrics in these particular North Africans, and as I said, the mental toughness and everything is part of them. So they only need to keep things calm. They need to build up so well. He needs to organize his defense, and he needs to make sure he get the boys on the right track. He needs to make sure the boys will be well composed, the boys will be well rehearsed, and he's going to be the man to man the back line to make sure he arranges things so well. If you do that to perfection, I have that belief that Ghana will triumph over Algeria and we are qualifying to the tournament in Morocco.
Awesome. Well, if you've just joined us, it's the live coverage of the AFCON. It's the under 23, which is the Olympic side, AFCON under 23 qualifiers. Now, if Ghana qualifies and goes through, then they will join the rest. The balls are flying through. Our cameras are safe though. Then they will join the rest of the lineup in Morocco in June. The first three, or is it four? The first three would automatically qualify to the Olympic Games football tournament in Paris, France next summer. It is a big prize. Winner takes all, coach. But to say that it's been almost 2 decades since Ghana went there, the wait has to end sometime.
Of course, yeah. It's never been easy for Ghana's Olympic team. Ghana has struggled a lot. I mean, we nearly qualified for the last one that was able to help in Japan. But unfortunately, the COVID came. But the team did very well. Though we missed some key players. I mean, the likes of Majid Ashimeru, Joseph Pentil, Yao Boy and the likes. We missed them in Egypt. But at the end of the day, this is a game I believe that the mental toughness of the players, coupled to what we have on the bench, I believe that the boys will come out good. Yes, the Algerians have it at the back of their mind that, look, what we did to them, they can do the same to us. But look, yeah, monitoring training yesterday, watching the players coming out from the tunnel, it clearly shows that look, the boys are poised for action, and I don't have any doubt that what Tanko has given the boys, what plan that he has for them, and the actors that we can see far from that side are going all out to do the do. And I'm sure at the end of the day, Ghana will qualify for Morocco.
Well, Andy, if you in the last couple of weeks, the unveiling of the Black Stars, Coach Chris Hughton, the first leg, Ghana versus Angola, the enthusiasm, the crowd, the media and the talk in town. What is the vibe? What is Kumasi saying? I mean, it looks like a new breeze of enthusiasm, full capacity crowd for the Black Stars of Ghana. What has brought this about? You're here in Kumasi, you're in the media. What has been the catalyst for this change?
Well, as I said, it's been a while that Ghana were defeated at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. So clearly, the grounds have shown time and again that this is a sacred home for the national teams. Again, people were not happy with the kind of performance that we showed in the last AFCON. It's been a while we played AFCON and been last in the group. People were not happy with the kind of performance that we put up in the last World Cup, but at least we have some revelations. Kudu showed us time and again we can have players that can take over from the old guys. So people were happy with a lot of quality in there. Again, if you've watched this EPL very well, you've had Thomas Partey who has been consistent and now compared to the top class midfielders in the game. You have Kudus who has been spraying and has been an impeccable form for Ajax. At least, if nothing at all, we have these two players that can sell the Blasters, that can promote Blasters game, and that can help for supporters to troop to stadium. So people were happy, people were elated, and they graced the occasion so well. And Blasters crowned the kind of enthusiasm, the joy and jollity with that victory in the last minute against Angola. So the Kumasi people are happy. There isn't so much negative vibe around the national teams, and they still feel that with the numbers.
All right.
Our players will cheer us to victory.
Awesome. So Abladi Kuma, Godwin Atram, Michael Osei, and of course head coach Ibrahim Tanko, very experienced. Can they do it this afternoon? Let's go for a short break. We'll be right back.
All right, that's the team there in Kumasi. Jan Pofankwa and his team giving us updates from what is happening in Kumasi. But guys, it's getting closer. The guys are warming up.
Of course, and the crowd is getting thicker. You can see people are trooping in. Just behind the Yao, I saw the boys warming up, and I've seen that we are not even we just don't want to qualify, but we are also building for the future. 4 of the boys that won the under-20 Africa Cup of Nations in 2021 are starting today. Dan Lad, Ashikwe, Fatai Shahako, and Daniel Free Bani. So we have an excellent squad. Everything is building up. The Ghana Supporters Union are also there to cheer the boys up. So it's victory for us.
Felix, the fans are getting ready and it looks like they look poised.
So far, it looks impressive.
Those are the school children also there.
Yeah, I'm sure before the end of the first half, we should have a very decent crowd. But this is a game that I'm expecting the Meteors to do well.
All right, so that's the crowd there. We are going for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Introducing Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink, a whole new refreshment in a can. Mixer 5G is a tasty non-alcoholic drink. It is a perfect companion for all your events, including parties, weddings, and funerals. It is made with green tea, ginseng, guarana, grapes, and grapefruit. Get refreshed with Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink. For bulk purchases, contact 0246 270 221. This advert is FDA approved.
Gainike Yede nchia stronko free Iona Pharmacy mamunyina. Yede Gainike syrup aba. Gainike eboa eyi afichikro emu haw ahodo te se afichikra emayi de etutusi basabasa. Ene afichikro mu yaw ahodo ni nyina efiri hokra. Gainike boa ema atenka akofem no san pija ni mu yi pa. Gainike boa yema menomu a wanya menopause. Eho haw ahodo te se ohonam a ehyehyew na eyirayira wo no abufuo atete ene de atete saa no nyina. Gainike brena sekra edrei enkoda oni mfie edumienu entumi mfabi obenya bi ewo pharmacy license chemical shop ana herbal shop a ebenu pendodo atu a frɛ Iona Pharmacy. Gainike ebeye wo de FDA ahwehwe adwadie nkrato emu agye atum se eye.
premium Ghana cocoa beans, selected with great patience, roasted in time, grinded into a fine, rich cocoa powder, tempered with a perfect amount of milk for a rich and creamy taste, filled with abundant goodness of the satisfying taste of cocoa, enriched with a burst of B vitamins, iron, and zinc. Niche chocolate drink, taste of Ghana. This advert is FDA approved. This advert is FDA approved.
The marriage counselors are on their way. They have to inspect your place before they approve the marriage.
Friday. Friday we are home.
Think they are here. Let me call you back.
AC.
I get fan too.
We need fridge. Many sure person that washing machine crowd. We need TV. Hey, just what them have here. And Pankwana.
Hey, where they are to Pankwana?
At the point entertainment with one idea. And yes, remember our with Emma.
Hey, Rachel, into TCL Fala Friday promotion. Into
Fala. Yes, Friday where TCL Fala Friday is back. Up to 50% discount on all TCL products. Should I say TVs, ACs, fridges, washing machines, Nina are selling at up to 50% discount. Visit any TCL showroom nationwide now wants to enjoy Fala BY.
All right, welcome back, and we are building up to the match between the Black Meteors and Algeria. Do remember that the show is proudly brought to you by MTN everywhere you go, and then of course Azar Paints. So, guys, we are getting closer to that crucial match, and for you, Felix, it's the expectations are high for Ghanaians, and for Ibrahim Tanko, how much of an expectation could this be on him?
Well, I think that for Tanko, he's been there before. He qualified the under-23 to the AFCON, and he was penalty away, from getting into the final and booking qualification into the Olympic Games. And I'm sure that he's learned a lot of lesson from that particular journey, and he wants to make sure that history does not repeat itself by failing to qualify. The last time we were at the Olympic Game was in Athens in 2004, and I'm sure almost 19 years now. So it is time that we get back to the Olympic stage, and I'm hoping that he will make sure that he doesn't repeat the mistakes he did. And the players themselves, I love the fact that there's a blend of youth and then youth with experience. If you look at the lineup, Danlad, experienced goalkeeper, I've already spoken about how he's played for all the junior teams, including the senior team. Marcel, Samuel Abekwe for Great Olympics, Aaron excellent chap for Bichim United, Salih for Abbas, Dominic Insobila, excellent. You look at the success of Accra Lions this season in the Ghana Premier League, you can pinpoint Insobila as one of the players that are making waves for us. Emmanuel, a CMO is now with Basel, a former Brecum Chelsea player, excellent. I don't want to talk about Ernest Niang. I think one of the most exciting midfielders coming up for Ghana. He's doing great with Norgeland. And then Daniel Efriye, one of the few players you can also mention when it comes to players that have played across the junior teams. He's the captain of this particular side, and I'm sure that he's experienced. And Barney, anytime he get opportunity to play for the national team at whichever level, he makes sure that he deliver. And then Fatah Isaku, fantastic talent. We know what he can do, and I believe that when when he wants to play, he does so. And I'm happy for the fact that for a player who has had time with the national team, I won't say he's been dropped to the U23, but he feels very confident. He's not complaining like others. He's come out, he's playing, he scored a goal, and I'm very, very happy that he's delivering for the U23, and I'm hoping he gets a very good game in this one against Algeria.
All right, and so Felix was discussing how the Ghana lineup could shape up on the pitch as they look to face Algeria. But for you, Mutala, this is the Algeria lineup. Looks like it's more like it for the coach.
Of course, almost the same squad that played the Meteors in Annaba there. And it is one that the coach is very confident in. It is one that he said that it was unfortunate for them, to not have won that game in there. I think that he was a lot wrong. Ghana even gave out 2 penalties to them. Today they would want to take things slow. I listened to his pre-match before they left Algeria. He said they would want to take things slow and stay in the game. But in the second half is where they might want to throw the kitchen sink at Ghana and say that, okay, it is goalless at the moment, so let's go out there and get the goal. And that is where the Black Meteors could also capitalize on their flaws, or they pouring forward and exploit the spaces in behind their defense. One thing that you should not allow this Algerian team to do, Kate, is get the first goal. Because should they score first, then it means the typical North African antics would come in, where you see players trying to delay time, you see the goalkeeper being injured, you see an attacker being injured. It's all over the pitch, and they frustrate the hell out of you. So that they get their results. So don't allow them to get the first goal, and also don't allow them to be on the front foot. The Black Meteors need to start with the right mentality. Take the game to them. Make sure they don't settle in the game and get your goals. Then you kill off the game. You can even kill off the game before the second half starts.
All right, the feed is ready. We are getting ready to join the guys at the Baba Yara Stadium. But do remember that this show is proudly brought to you by MTN, TCL, Savannah Paint, Max Buy. Let's join a team of commentators for the match between Ghana and Algeria.
The last round for qualification towards the Total Energies Under 23 Championship, which is slated in Morocco later on. Hello, good afternoon and welcome. This is the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, where we're bringing you action involving 2 Under 23 teams from countries that are getting ready to secure their qualification. It's the Black Meteors of Ghana taking on the Young Desert Foxes of Algeria in a must-win game for Ghana, by virtue of the fact that they managed a 1-1 result away from home. This afternoon at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, the agenda is a very simple one to help qualify for a tournament in Morocco that will pick the best 3 to go into the next Olympic Games, Paris 2024.
Yeah, but Coach Nuruddin Ali feels today will be a different ball game, as Ghana blocked Algeria onto their way 4 years ago to the African Cup of Nations for the Under 23s, and he feels today he will pay Ghana back in their own coin. Don't forget, in the first leg, Ghana scored a goal and Algeria also scored, so it is still here, but it's an open game. Coach Ibrahim Tanko has selected a mouth-watering squad made up of the talisman himself, Abdul Fattah Shaiku.
We are yet to see what exactly will happen. Obviously, a few technical changes here and there by virtue of the fact that Daniel Efriye Banye is in the first 11. But of course, the gentleman in your shot, Ishahaku, is the gentleman a lot of Ghanaians are looking forward to. His mercurial strike got Ghana a face-saving draw in the game in Algiers. Let's see whether we can have the 2 main architects of this match, which is the captain and of course the goalkeeper Dan Ladd, secure a potent drive for this afternoon's encounter. We'll be crossing over to the field in just a second to have a rendition of the 2 national anthems, beginning with Algeria. rendition of the two national anthems, and this is the opportunity and the time where the two teams will exchange pleasantries whilst our match officials will wait to take us through the kickoff procedure.
Yeah, not the best of crowds here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, but of course Ghana need the numbers if they are to outweigh the Algerian counterpart. I've been pretty much impressed with the training regimes by Ibrahim Tanko since the Meteors returned back from Algeria with that 1-1 draw. But coach Nuruddin Ali of Algeria feels today will be a day of surprise. Maybe he has a lot of antics under his sleeves to outweigh the Meteors.
Well, let's see whether those antics will be brought to bear in the game. We'll be waiting for the two captains to exchange pennants and then go through the toss procedure. But first, opportunity for the group photograph for the two teams. And obviously, most Ghanaians who are here are waiting patiently to see what kind of magic the Black Meteors are made of. And we'll take a look at the lineup pretty shortly. But there you have the gallant men to do honor for Ghana here this afternoon. So Jude, what kind of formations, tactics are we intending on seeing here today as employed by head coach Ibrahim Tanko?
Yeah, Tanko is going for a typical 4-4-2, but it's more or less more attacking because he needs to get the goals. But for coach Nuruddin Ali, it's a 4-3-3, and they normally operate from the flanks. Very, very dangerous on the flanks. Must be very careful. And the likes of Kosela Boalia, Mehdi Duval, and Monsef Bakra. These are the chat to talk about. But for Ghana, it's the captain for the day, Daniel Afriye Bani. A lot of exposure after he signed for Zurich in Switzerland, and alongside Fatai Shaku and Enes Nuama. They are very dangerous on the counter. Very mercurial with that left foot, Nuama and Fatai Shaku.
So obviously we're going to have an all guns blazing approach by Ibrahim Tanko. He needs to ensure that he sits on the game as quickly and as early as possible. They take the applause from the crowd, and any moment from now we will have the hostilities beginning here this afternoon.
Yeah, but about summary of Accra Lions play just behind Daniel Afriye Bani. Samari has been in blistering form for Accra Lions this season, and Fatai Shaku, who operates from the right side, and when he cuts onto his left, he's that dangerous. Again, we'll see Dominic Isobila and Emmanuel Esiam, the former Brekum Chelsea player who signed for FC Basel, also in the heart of midfield. So it's really looking good for the Black Meteors.
And of course, notable in the team today is that man, Danla Ibrahim. He's been in some superlative form for club, Sante Kotoko, and of course for country as well. And it's Conley who gets us underway, center referee, as the Black Meteors play from left to right, sporting the all-white outfit. The Algerians are in their traditional national colors of green and white. Carefully building on the first attack there, the Algerians using the left flank. Throw-in, and is the first of its kind in the game to the visitors. Algeria managed a 1-all drawn game when the two sides met last week in the first leg. Of course, Ghana getting a wonderful goal from Ishahaku Fatau from center. Saw the goalkeeper had committed himself and locked the ball behind him. The Algerians had to rely on 2 penalty kicks. One was saved by Gunlad, but managed to score from the second.
Yeah, as you can see, early days yet, but the Algerians will always operate from the flanks. And the chap in the 3 steps deep, Bekuchi, he got that goal for them from the spot kick.
Carefully building on the attack, trying to find some presence as and when they go here. Sisahaku, Sporting player goes down, appeals for the penalty. Referee will not have anything to do with that.
It's a good call. from Hassan Zina Kone. Shaku just trying to weave his magic. Can't go past the defender there. Fell in the process.
And the Algerians are looking for an opportunity to come forward, but careful foot putting there by Sami Abe Ashikwe, that is, and ball goes over the line before Ishaku could get his foot to it. So it's early days, as Prof. Julia Champon rightly said, and both sides would play cautiously for now until the opening rears its head. The Algerians will take the first opportunity. Good ball, and then the turn around quickly by Monsef Bakra, doesn't go too far. And it's picked up by Samari. Can Ishaku get to the ball? It's a bit too weighted for him. And ball cannons off his body for a throw in to the Algerians.
Yeah, it's all about the final ball. About Samari there trying to pick a pass. He's seen the run of Free Banye and Fatah Ishaku. Not a perfect ball for Ishaku to capitalize on. Good defending from the Algerians again. Tofik Sharifi with that brilliant play.
Throw into the Algerians. The last time the Black Meteors made an entree onto the Olympic scene was in Athens 2004. Picked up nicely by the captain. Fires off target. Announcing his presence in his own small way. The Free Banye.
Yeah, again, is that important for the Black Meteors today? Turns away beautifully, created that space. Hit it so well with power, but missing targets there. He missed the first leg because of accumulation of yellow cards and that suspension he got from the Chan competition.
It's good to see him back in action, playing among his age mates, and also trying to help Ghana seek qualification. First of all, for the African Championship, which will be used as the qualification process for Paris 2024.
Yeah, then again, Nuruddin Ali, the head coach for the Algerians under 23 team, speaking to some section of the media before this game, spoke about him making things very difficult for the Ghanaians when they play here.
Well, we saw what bundles they're made of when the first leg encounter was played, and so I will not be too surprised if they play ruggedly here this afternoon. Aaron SL. He's a tough customer, SL. Proud fullback for Bechin United. Through the middle now, and Ghana will look for an opportunity. Faulty pass. It gives Algeria certain leverage and leeway to come forward. Good fighting spirit. The Ghanaians win it again. And this time they come through the left. That's a careful run, and it's a very strong run there. Fight out through the middle. Ashi Ishaku rockets the crossbar. Still dangling in there. And Algerians this time will take it away from the Ghanaians. Pressure by Black Meteors. There we pick up the pieces once again as they come forward. Good turn by Abe Ashikwe. Swings play to the near side. That's good enough. Aaron SL will fancy his chances coming forward. Ishaku once again trying to get the ball onto his left foot, and he's been dispossessed.
Yeah, for a moment you feel the Black Meteors will just put the ball at the back of the net. It was Ishaku lurking, and the way he cut on onto his left, you knew something was about to happen, and that shot cannon off the crossbar. It's a let off for the Algerians.
Early let off for them. Ghana would look for opportunities to come forward here. Siam brings it to the near side. SL will pick up the pieces. Building up gradually from behind. Upon Frani will come in to help. SSL once again, this time is a long pass. Ifriye goes round his marker, but effectively wins the throw-in for his effort.
Yeah, again, it's a good, decent tackle, but the Algerians and the Black Meteors playing some delightful football here. Again, SL with a pass, and look at Ifriye Banya. He start quick on his mark trying to make the 10, but Shamsdeen Bekuchi with a clearance again for Algeria.
Algerians have the advantage at this stage. Imprints of some glorious movements we've seen from the Black Meteors. Quite a sizable crowd here to witness how Ghana cements qualification to Morocco, as done like Ibrahim.
Yeah, and the Ghanaians showing that quality up front. We saw Nyoma with that best of pace, very tricky winger. They're connecting very well.
Nicely finds Shahaku. He's got space in front of him, but would almost always love to cut it onto that left foot of his. That should be a chance on target. We just spoke about him a while ago, Nyoma Pia.
Yeah, again, it's Fatal Shahaku this time around. Again, he cuts on onto his left, and he's seen Nyoma left unmarked, and it should be a beautiful tap in. It should have been an easy tap in from the Norgiland man. Lacking composure, just looking for the far corner, but hits it with the inside of his foot, and it's way off target. Another let off.
And if all the let-offs we've seen is anything to go by, then it looks like we've got a very good game on our hands as the Algerians come forward. Space is created. Unfortunately, it doesn't go too far.
Yeah, warning signs for the Black Meteors. Yashin Mohammed with a lovely skill to turn away, created that space, hit it so well. It's always missing target, but again, it's a warning sign for the Black Meteors.
Ghana would rebuild the attack again. ACM SL. Carefully building up as they come forward. The strategy has been quite a very tactical one. Build up slowly from the rear, then get onto the wings. This time they're trying to fight through the middle. Algerians have it. Good play. Ibrahim Tanko watching closely on his feet as the Algerians put 2 and 2 together through the middle. The likes of Aaron SL will stand tall in defense, supported by our Pong Afrani. Opportunity for a free A and Co to come forward. Referee says play on. Algerians hold on to the ball quite well. A little bit of a nudge from behind by Shahaku. Free kick advantage to Algeria.
Yeah, they're very good on the ball, very tricky. Great play from Ayman Abdul Karim. And again, they are using the flanks very well, the Algerians. Give them space and they will cause havoc.
Slowly but surely they put pieces together and cut forward, but trust the Ghanaians to stand tall. ACM was there. And now there's going to be a dash on at that left flank. It's a solid run in there. Corner kick advantage going to Ghana. Good effort from Ernest Nyapia.
Yeah, again, the FC Norgiland man showing his skill and pace down the left side, and he's been a tricky customer so far. He's just trying to whip one across the face of goal and see if there could be a connection. Well tidied up there by the Algerian defense.
Corner kick to Black Meteors. It's goalless in this first exchanges. And this time the header was a bit too strong from David upon Afrani.
Yeah, the delivery from Nyama, excellent one. It's a thunderous header from David upon Afrani. Just lacking the direction. So much power behind that header. Like the Faisal man couldn't find target.
Good turn once again. A And Myanmar has the speed. He goes on his marker very intelligently. Now he's got space. 18-yard ball cross. Shot. That is the first goal. It's Shahaku. Right place, right time. Knocks it on. Dead on target. Ghana is up by 1.
Yeah, it's a fabulous goal. Brilliant goal again. It's Nyoma with that magic feet. Lovely skill. Went past the Algerian defender and sensing a talent cross. It's amazing delivery. And what a finish from Fatah Shaku. Those two combined to score that goal in Algeria. But then again, Nyoma with a lovely chip. Guess who is connecting that ball? It's Fatah Shaku. 2 goals in 2 games. Super build-up. Lovely chip up front. Hangs the ball in the sky. And Fatah Shaku will connect home with the header. It's been super goal. Outstanding finish from Fatah Shaku.
That's the start many Ghanaians were looking forward to. The rich combination between the flanks and the middle, resulting in the first goal of the afternoon for the Black Meteors. They are up by 1 against the Algerian counterparts. It's almost 13 minutes gone, and a free Banye finds Ishaku back to a free Banye. It could easily have been goal number 2. Goalkeeper had to step forward and step forward bravely. Corner kick advantage to Ghana.
Yeah, the Algerians have been rattled. Again, 1-2 quick pass between Efri Banye and Fatah Shaku. Banye is just trying to hit the ball beneath the goalkeeper, but good save from Teddy Belhandi to pull a stop to that ball from Efri Banye.
Supporters are still in a frenzy. The buzz hasn't died down. There's more pressure on Algeria. It's a corner kick coming Ghana's way. Swung in nicely by Nyama. Set it down in the middle and cleared out by the Algerians. We will play the advantage role for the Algerians. Good recovery. Samari's clearance was not the best. Abe Ashikwe, I beg your pardon. Samari tries to close in now. And then there's pressure on Ghana. Over the line it goes. And I thought that Pokusafu could have done much better closing in on the ranks before getting the opportunity.
Yeah,
the Algerians.
Very intelligent play from Monsef Bakra. He's just trying to run away, but he overruns the ball and can't keep it alive.
He definitely would fancy his chances of getting a goal in this afternoon's encounter. Bakra, don't forget he missed the opportunity from the spot kick, which was saved nicely by Danlad in the first leg. Slowly but surely they come forward. Dominic Sobila's pass this time is a bit too strong for Ishahaku. He appreciates the effort.
And clearly, the Black Meteors have shown their intent down the flanks. We've seen Fatah Ishaku trying to wiggle his way through down the right side, and so has been Ernest Nyama, who has shown that magic feat on the left side as well.
Ghana come forward yet again. He's having a field day on that flank. Nyama sent in the cross. Oh, training leg got in the way.
That time it was brilliant defending from Tawfiq Sharafi. You have to stick a leg or a foot in just to stop that ball. The delivery again from Ernest Nyama, very, very important block.
Up on his feet, game will continue. Everyone knows the threat that the North Africans come into a game with. Try and slow down the pace and then pick the pace up as and when they would want, and then also frustrate you by that slow pace game, and then they get you committing mistakes. It's picked up nicely by Dominic Sobila. comes to the near side now. And then full ball control. Ghana 1, Algeria 0. We have done 16 minutes in the first half. 40% Algerians have it, but tidied up nicely in defense by Oponga Frane. And then Aaron Essel charges forward, lays on a still have it, carefully controlling the ball down that left flank. Trying to tease the Ghanaians out of their defensive shell, and there's a free kick going the way of the Algerians in the process.
Very good build-up from the Algerians. They're trying to operate down the left side, and it's working to perfection. Stan Bakani brought down in that process. A lovely build-up from the Algerians. This game is definitely not over.
It certainly is living up to the billing. And the Algerians would want to try and return the favor as quickly as they can. Still Ghana who are leading by 1. Two-man wall formed. They fancy their chances of a delivery from a distance. Ayman Abdel Karim swings it nicely, but Danlad will speed that with ease.
Yeah, it's a difficult technique used by Abdel Karim. Got it over the wall, it's dipping in time, but it's straight at goalkeeper Danlad Ibrahim.
Carefully controlled there by Samari, sends the ball back through the middle. In Sobila, Linkman in the middle for the Black Meteors, and then they try and push forward. It's a careful approach towards Ghanaian territory by the Algerians, and then switching a long pass forward. Defending by the Ghanaians, he goes over the line for a welcome goal kick.
Yeah, it's super defending by Alex Opoku Safo. Safo plays his football in Greece for Aris FC. It's been an integral part of this Black Meteor side.
The Algerians have a player down, and rightfully so. The referee blows the whistle for him to see some further attention.
Yeah, we've not seen any mistakes so far from the Black Meteors defense. I mean, the understanding between David Oponafrani and Alex Opoku Safo has worked to perfection, even though they've not been under an intense pressure. I think where the Black Meteors need to be up and doing more is the center of midfield, where we've not seen too much of Emmanuel Esiam, who is combining with Dominic Nsobila.
Well, the head coach of the national team, the Black Stars, is here, seated next to the GFA president. He's got his notebook with him. She'll be picking down a few notes as well. The other members of the Ghana Football Association in terms of the executive committee. I've seen Mr. Samuel Enimado there. Abukari Damba in the black cap with the green shirt is also here. And of course, Mr. George Afoklenyo, a member of the management committee of the Black Meteors is also here present. A couple of the Algerian officials are also here to see to it that all goes well and ends well. But of course, it will always be the vociferous, the number 12 man for the national team, the supporters here in their numbers, singing and chanting their hearts out. Game will continue. We're looking forward to more goals in this game as Ghana lead by 1 against the Algerians. At the end of 90 minutes, a winner makes his way into the registration books for the Total Energies Under 23 Africa Cup of Nations. 14 pass in Sobila, can he get to it? He fouls his opponent. It's a free kick advantage to the Algerians.
And the Meteors are giving the ball pretty cheaply to the Algerians, and it gives the Algerians the confidence to come at them. We've seen some tricky play from these Algerians. They are looking good on the wings. Yashin Mohammed has been one terrific player today. Munsef Bakra in the 9th shed is another player to watch.
Black Meteors will pick up the pieces as they come forward. SL picks it up nicely. He's got space in front of him. Gives the ball away easily. Again, Prof, you're right. The concentration is not 100% for the Black Meteors, but they pick up the pieces. Nice pass by Shahaku. And there's going to be a card, a caution. Was that an intentional foul? Referee Conley, his card comes up.
Yeah, again, terrific ball from Abbas Samari. He's looking for the round of Afriye Banye. Shaku with a cushion pass. Look at Samari, he's picking a perfect pass. But then again, Tofik Sherifi will use his arm to block the ball. It's a clear yellow card.
Yeah, he goes into the referee's books and offers Ghana an opportunity to drive on target. It's a quick change there by the Algerians, bringing on some fresh limbs quite early in the game as well. Mohamed Islam Belki is on. Free kick to Ghana. Ishahaku can bend one with that left foot of his. It's a two-man wall formed by the Algerians. Would that be enough? Let's see what opportunities Ghana have. Afriye Banye goes back to take his position. Shahaku is behind the ball and I think next to him. Okay, free kick is on. He bends it nicely. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was really close. Just look at the bend, the spin on the ball is curling to the top corner, but missed the post by a whisker. Lovely technique. What a whip on the ball.
Ishahaku, well, he acknowledges the effort, but clearly had his eyes set on target. Algeria under pressure now. Big boots for a clearance anywhere would do. But the Ghanaians pick up the pieces. Samari brings the ball down. Telepathic understanding between these young generation, this young set of players. Dominic and Sobila hit that a bit too hard. Abe Ashikwe was waiting to latch onto it.
Yeah, Ghana are in the lead, but no total dominance. I mean, bit of a giveaway from midfield and it's too much.
Well, the Algerians will still have firm control of the build-up at this stage. Ghana could easily have been up by 2 or 3 goals. And the Algerians would fancy their chances as they come forward. Good stop there. Saved by Siam, and then Samari gives the ball away.
Yeah, in the moment, Coach Nuruddin Ali brings on Mohamed Belkir. You know he needs that player with a magic feet, a player who can tread in those intelligent passes.
Dan Lad deals with this, no problems at all. It's been a regular feature with the national teams throughout his football career, Danlad Ibrahim, from the under-17s to the under-20s. Also had a look in during the last FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Won in midfield by the Algerians. And anytime they win the ball, they caused Ghana to chase a lot of shadows. Shaku went down in that process, but a good tackle eventually robs them of the ball. Picked up by Samari. Samari goes down. That was a strong tackle. And the Algerians come forward. Oh, lovely dummy. He's still probing. Goes down again. And it looks like he'll be given a yellow card, yes, for assimilation.
Yeah, it's Ayman Abdul Karim. Lovely skill to go past the Sobila and Siam, but yeah, for simulation he's looking for it, and the referee will have none of that. He's been exceptional today for the Algerians.
Yeah, he's been one of the key players who has the ball glued to his feet and can cause any form of havoc he wants. It's just taking the sharpness of the Ghanaians to keep him at bay. Earlier on you saw the head coach of the Algerians. Ghana on the offensive now. Ball goes to Ishahaku. Ishahaku's pass was good, but a bit too overhead. Looking to put his captain through, Free Ebanye.
Again, what a pass. Terrific pass from Fatau Ishahaku with the outside of his boot. It's in the run, and Free Ebanye can't stay onside. It's just not watching the lines.
Algerians, a brief spell of ball possession as they come forward. Long ball to their left hand side. He went round the marker, sends the ball across the face of goal, but there's nobody there to connect or finish. And eventually had to take Opoku Safo to react as quickly as he did.
Yeah, it's a let-off for the Black Meteors. Again, Mohamed Belker lacking. And look at Ansel. Couldn't spot Mohamed Belker behind him and nearly gifted away that ball. And the Algerians growing confidence into the game.
Referee issues another stern warning. Too many French fouls in the process. Free Ebanye going down in the process.
Yeah, look at that infringement again. Yeah, slight push from behind on the Free Ebanye.
Yeah. Well-deserved water break. It's half an hour gone. It's Ghana 1, Algeria 0. If you've just joined us, many thanks for doing so. We're coming to you live from the Baba Yaras hurdle to cement qualification for the Africa Cup of Nations Under-23 Total Energies Championship.
Yeah, this is where it's much more difficult for the Ghanaians. I mean, on aggregate, Ghana are leading Algeria by 2-1. But here, the Algerians are fighting into the game. They are really getting opportunities and openings. And with Nuruddin Ali bringing on Mohamed Belker, you could sense that they really want to go for the kill. And that is where we must be very careful. There's been so many giveaways right from central midfield. And our defense, especially Aaron Essel, he needs to be careful, because if you have Mohamed Belker lurking around you, you can't take your eye off the ball. And if these Algerians are able to get into the game, it will be 2-2 apiece on aggregate. And so that is where we need to be careful.
And that is where these fans would also have to be making sure that their voices are heard for 90 minutes or to keep when it comes to our national teams. We spoke about that earlier on. And these fans are here in their numbers to ensure that they add that level of credence to it.
Yeah, the Meteors, they've taken their foot off the pedal. They started the game very well on a blistering high. Created some wonderful chances, but again, it could have been more than one goal. But gradually, the Algerians are building momentum into the game.
Holding onto the ball, the Ghanaians, as they try to create some form of attack from the back. They'll do this cautiously. On the near side will be SL Aaron. It's a long pass, and that's good enough. Fatau got to the ball early enough, but he's been dispossessed, and eventually it's cleared out by the Algerians. Give the ball back to the Ghanaians, but the referee's whistle had already gone.
And this is the chap who seems to be making all the difference since coming on. Mohamed Belker. Such a nimble-footed player.
Very fast, very fleet-footed too. And the Algerians come forward slowly but surely. Belker gets in the pass through into the 18-yard box. He gets it back again. Quick clearance by the Ghanaians. Samari now. Attack not the best, kind of slow for Team Ghana, but they're coming forward strong, thick and fast. Yes, Apia. Well, he did well, picked up the ball from the middle and ran all the way to the corner.
Yeah, again, they start blistering pace from Ernest Nuama. He's just trying to whip it across. He's seen a free Yabani and Fatai Shaku lacking, but got it all wrong without delivery.
But so far, so good. Ghana is leading by 1. But again, these young boys have showed that clearly they are hungry to make a name for themselves, and by virtue of that qualify for the Africa Championship in Morocco. And once they get there, I'm sure the next simple task will be to finish in the top 3.
Yeah, and this chap seems to be making things very much difficult for Aaron Issa. He's that tricky. He picks the perfect passes around the penalty box of the Black Meteors. He's been that daring, and since coming on, he's changed the dynamics of the game for the Algerians.
Free kick advantage to Algeria. 33 minutes gone. Ghana will have to defend. Swinging nice and deep. Headed out of danger zone. Advantage will still stay with the young Desert Foxes. Ghana, as much as possible, must up in defense to help with the clearance.
Yeah, again, very dangerous moments for the Black Meteors. Brilliant delivery from Chefsdin. Bekuchi. Again, it's upon with the clearance.
Advantage goes to the Algerians. That was an unfair challenge from the captain, Banye Efriye. And this is the closest the Algerians have come so far in terms of a set piece. Dan Lad Ibrahim, he will have to control the men in front of him from here.
Yeah, the Algerians fancy their chances from the dead ball situation. They've been really threatening, very dangerous balls in the Ghana defense area.
This is going to be a right-footed bended one. Dan Lad Ibrahim will have to stand tall across the face of goal and then headed over the top.
Yeah, again, the ball missed everybody. Straight into the head of Tofik Sharifi, who got the final touch. Yeah, missed everybody. It's Tofik's header, way off target.
10 minutes to half time. Ghana still lead by 1. Come forward from the right hand side where SL's pass couldn't get to Samari. Ghana will still have the advantage.
Yeah, a bit slow from the Black Meteors when they're trying to play it from the back. They have these terrific wingers, Ishaku on the right and Niama on the left. Should be getting the balls at their feet. They can run at defenders.
Clearly they've shown that they've got the pace, they've got the power, and also have the technique. ACM controls in midfield. Meanwhile, Niama is waiting to tear off. So it's Abe Ashikwe. But it's SL now. Banye, awkward bouncer, that's good for him. But Whistle had already gone.
Yeah, a bit of a slight push from the FC Zurich striker here. Yeah, that push from behind, and referee had spotted that. Again, the push onto Fake Sharafis.
Barnier trying to get into the skin of the Algerians in defense. Trying to outwit them with his smartness. Throw into the Algerians. Ishaku picks up the pieces, goes through the middle, lays on the pass. It's Barnier against the goalkeeper now. Try to square one across the face of goal. Appeals for the penalty. Referee would look away. Yes, Abe Ashikwe now. Took a tumble and then came up again, and then the ball went over. The advantage will go to the Algerians.
Yeah, another glorious opportunity for the Black Meteors. Brilliant play from Shaku again to release a free Barnier. And here he should be going for goal. He's trying to tee it up. And it's Nuyama down the far side. He hit the arm of the Algerian defender, Bencha. But then again, as a striker, in that vital area, up against the goalkeeper, should be shooting towards goal, the free Barnier.
Algerians will count themselves very lucky, thank their stars as well. And these are chances that can really come back to haunt you in the game if you don't take them.
Decision making. Again, the final ball and the decision all wrong from a free Barnier.
The key and ball has been taken away from him. Out of touch is a throw-in advantage to Algeria. They come forward, they only have one green shirt in the 18-yard box. It's still the Algerians drawing rings around the Ghanaian defense. On that occasion, he rounded up SL as if he did not exist.
Yeah, super play. Lovely play from Chefsdin Bekuchi. Look at him, brilliant skill to go past SL, and SL needs to be careful. He's just picking a pass. Well blocked there by David Oponfrani.
Corner kick to the Algerians. Whipped across the face of goal. Good save from goalkeeper.
Yeah, super stop. Great save from Danlad, but again the cross from Mohamed Bekir. And the header from Stan Bekani on target. Super stop from Danlad to keep the Ghanaian team in the game again.
And they have another opportunity. The Algerians come forward. This time they've got men committed in the 18-yard box. And cleared away by captain. A free. Ishahaku gets a foot to it. There's a total commitment being displayed here by the Black Meteors. Algerians won't give up, not just yet. We've got 5 minutes to halftime. Ghana is under some amount of pressure. An awkward bounce. And Danlad Ibrahim came out to narrow the gap. Did quite well. That was a very bold take and a bold decision.
Yeah, the Algerians are fancy their chances here. They feel the Ghanaian defense are not up to scratch. They are really making petty mistakes. And that's why they are capitalizing on, and they're playing so well down the left side, where we'll see Chefsdin Bekuchi combining very well with Mohamed Bekir.
Five minutes to halftime. The Ghanaians clearly stamping the authority on the game, but again, build-up is quite slow. And this is giving the Algerians a lot of room to reorganize themselves.
Yeah, the free Barnier not happy with that ball from Aaron Isel. Yeah, a bit far away from him. Showing his frustration.
Long ball held away by the Algerians. But it only gives Ghana another opportunity to come forward. Myanmar did well to get his foot to it. Good turn. Looking good anytime they are on the counter, the Ghanaians. And the Algerians will mess up in defense. Exhibiting a shot from a distance. Yes, Fatau Ishahaku's shot, short-lived. Myanmar has switched places to the right, and unfortunately, it just couldn't go through.
It's really a super stop from Teddy Bulheldi, the goalkeeper for the Algerian. Yeah, another mastercraft display from Fatau Ishahaku to create that space onto his left. Hit it so well, but he took a very wicked bounce in front of the goalkeeper. Scrambled to make the save, but it's an amazing stop from the goalkeeper.
Good build-up by the Ghanaians, and every time Ishahaku finds himself in that opening position to deliver, all of a sudden his name becomes more of a tongue tire. Throwing advantage.
Yeah, we look at that build-up again. Free Ebani let loose here, and he picks Fatau Ishahaku. Yeah, Ishahaku with a skill to create the space. Yeah, he took that wicked bounce in front of the goalkeeper, and Teddy Bulheldi made a great save out of that.
Another letter for the Algerians. But the quick change in the positions, especially by Ishahaku and Nyama, nearly unsettled the Algerians there. But 2 minutes shy of the halftime whistle, Ghana still lead by 1-0. Sobila sets up the pass, and then Black Machias all of a sudden decide to go backwards than forwards. Abe Ashikwe, long pass through the middle, but well read by the Algerians.
Yeah, again, can't trend in a perfect ball. Samuel Ashikwe with a long pass. It's looking for a free Banye. Banye nowhere near the ball.
Picked up by Siam. Threads a back pass, Dan Lad had to come out boldly.
Again, a bit of misunderstanding between the defense and the midfield. Nobody communicating how to take Dan Lad without sweeping clearance to clear out the danger.
Slowly but surely the Algerians will try and see whether they can go past Ghana's defense. Unfortunately, Ayman, nothing came out of that for him. So throw in quickly effected. Here's Nyama. And again, look at the flexibility with which he goes round past his markers. Banya has been penalized for that tackle.
Yeah, it's a good call from referee Hassan Zinakoni. Yeah, it's a late challenge from the free Banya.
Algeria will still come forward. 45 minutes we have done here, 2 minutes of add-on time. Could be a good spell for the Ghanaians as they come forward. Here's Nyama. The FC Norgeland player so far cementing his authority on the flanks, be it the left or the right.
Yeah, he's been outstanding today. Ernest Nyama.
There's a slow build-up by the Ghanaians. Shouldn't forget, we've got 2 minutes of add-on time. It could be a break point. Algerians could capitalize. Estelle, that's a lovely pass through. Here's Banye. Banye will wait for the support. Gets it in Nyama. Cuts through. Ishahaku finds Nyama once again, but unfortunately, just couldn't control the ball to the best of his ability. And nicely rounded up and sent back. Oponga Frani finding Danlad Ibrahim. 1-2 passes, and then the Meteors are in enemy territory. Yes, Abe Ashikwe, the Accra Great Olympics player. Samari will leave it. Ishahaku once again, and the rebound. Oh, Banye! Chances upon chances upon chances.
Yeah, again, terrific hit from Abdul Fatau Ishahaku on the left foot. Delivered a bullet, and the goalkeeper went down quick enough to parry the ball away. And anytime the Ghanaians want to turn on the heat on the Algerians, they're able to do that in grand style.
Yeah. SL comes forward again. Here's Barnier. Sends it back. Nyama. And the referee says we've had enough. End of the first 45 minutes here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The last hurdle, the last qualifier for qualification to the Africa Cup of Nations under 23. At the end of the first 45 minutes, it's been a very resilient performance by the Black Meteors, and they currently lead the Algerians by 1-0. Goal scored courtesy Ishahaku. But it's been a very good day at the office for Team Ghana. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku's goal separates the two sides at the end of the first 45 minutes.
You are your own person, unique, one of a kind, special. That's why you deserve everything tailored to suit your particular taste, your preference, your needs. Just like MTN Just For You. You can get customized offers tailored to who you are. Dial *141# or use the MyMTN app to get to choose from a variety of offers made just for you.
We all go paint some Savannah Bento. We all go paint some Savannah Bento. It's so special. Savannah Bento. Assurance. Savannah Bento. Big value. Savannah Bento. It's available. Savannah Bento. And nice and natural. Savannah Bento. Affordable. Savannah Bento. We all go paint some Savannah Bento.
Savannah Paint from Azar Group. Since 1921, we all go paint some.
The marriage counselors are on their way. They have to inspect your place before they approve the marriage.
Fala Friday na. Friday we are.
I think they are here. Let me call you back.
AC.
I get fan too.
We need fridge. Many sure put about washing machine crowd. We need TV. Hey, just what them have here? And Pankwana.
Hey, where they are to Pankwana?
At the point of payment with one day. Hey, yes, member. Our with Embassy.
Hey, Rachel, into TCL Fala Friday promotion.
Yes, Friday where TCL Fala Friday is back. Up to 50% discount on all TCL products. Just say TVs, ACs, fridges, washing machines. Nina are selling at up to 50% discount. Visit any TCL showroom nationwide now wants to enjoy Fala BY.
Welcome back from the Baba Yara Stadium. At this point, the Black Meteors leading by a goal to 0 and on aggregate leading 2-1. Goal gotten by Abdul Fattah Ishahaku with a brilliant assist from Ernest Nyaman. So the Black Meteors leading at this point, which is some good news for Ghanaians. But match being on the knife's edge in a couple of occasions from the Algerians, giving us some scares here and there. But the Black Meteors could have gotten ahead in the game. I do have Mutala and Felix here. Mutala, it's been a game you would say Black Meteors could have gone ahead, maybe 2 or 3, but Algerians came in strongly in the dying embers of the first half.
within the first half, we've had about 3 halves within the first half. The first 15 minutes where the Black Meteors dominated and got the goal, but the tempo of the game slowed a bit. That chap in the number 10 jersey came on, Mohamed Belke, and he's brought Algeria back into the game. Though the Black Meteors are leading by a goal to nil, I mean, we've had some scares from the Algerians as well, but we could have scored more with the opportunities that we've got.
But take us through this chance by Abdul Fattah Ishaq. Maybe he could have been calmer trying to finish the ball.
So when we started the game, it was Alfred Nyama who was the thorn in the flesh for the Algerians. I mean, this ball came to Samari. He squared the ball to Isahaku. I was thinking he was going to hit it first time, trying to get the near post because the goalkeeper was at the far post. And of course, in instances like this, he draws the ball back. Usually, you don't go for power. You only pick your spots. Go for that far corner. Just pass the ball into the net. That is what is that bad. I mean, he was carried by the moment, the heat of the moment, and went for power, and the ball came off the crossbar. But again, he went on to get us the goal, and he's been our most lively player in the first half.
Right, Felix, but there was another opportunity for the Black Meteors to go further ahead, and that came from the side of Abdul Fattah Ishaq.
You look at Fattah Ishaq, he's been a thorn in the flesh of the Algerians. The link-up play between himself and Nuama has been very, very excellent. And in the opening 5 minutes of the game, we should have even gone up. You know, the earlier attempts coming off the crossbar, and then this particular one from Ernest Nuama. It's been very good football. I don't remember the last time I saw our youth team play such a lovely football. They are passing the ball beautifully. They are creating chances. All we need to do is to make sure that we work on our finishing. But so far, it's been excellent. And I love the fact that Chris Hilton is in the stands watching this particular game. And clearly, some players, I'm sure, will be knocking on his door. And for now, I can pinpoint that Ernest Nuama and Fattah Ishaq have really impressed the coach. We've been very, very solid. And then again, the leadership of Danlad came to the fold when he had to make that brilliant save. But we've created opportunity. I don't think that the 1-0 scoreline is a true reflection of what we witnessed in the 45 minutes. We've been the dominant side. We should have gone up more than 2 goals. We had a genuine penalty call which the referee decided to waive on. And I was a bit disappointed. But so far, we've been good. You look at the captain himself. This was the save I was talking about earlier on. Brilliant save from Danlad Ibrahim. But how we allow the Algerian player to have that free header is something that we really need to check in the second half. But I think in the last 5 minutes of the game, the Algerians themselves created a bit of chances, got some set pieces as well. They are still in the game. It means that if they should score, the tie is level. It means that we are not yet over the line. Yeah. And I'm hoping to see an improved performance from the Meteors in the next 45 minutes, especially in decision making when we get into the final third.
All right, Algerians, of course, have been using a lot of set pieces, even from Algeria. But then, talking about the 2 players, Ernest Nuama and Abdul Fattah Ishaq, both of them combined for the only goal of the game, and it's brilliant from both of these.
Of course, and in the first 15 minutes, I would say that Isahaku and Nuama were unplayable. Nuama does what an old school winger would do, get onto the byline, try and get closer to the box and send it across. But it is not an easy header from Fattah Ishaq because the ball is not coming at a pace. He needed to generate a lot of power in putting that ball at the back of the net. And 9 out of 10 times, what you do is just try and get enough power to head the ball into the net. And there's a higher probability that it will end up at the back of the net. But there was a lot of space for Fattah Ishaq, where you can see where he is, a lot of space. And the Algerian defense had their eyes on Nuama, forgetting that the most dangerous player is the one with down the ball.
It's very true. None of them were watching Fattah running from in behind.
But Fattah is the most dangerous player in here because he's the one that is on mark, the one without the ball. And as I said, when you get into a situation like this, all you need to do is generate a lot of power heading the ball into the net. Because it's not coming at a fast pace, you need to generate a lot of power, and that is what he did. And back there, it was one goal for us.
This is poor defending from the Algerians. You can't have 8 bodies in the 18-yard box plus your goalkeeper and fail to mark out the most dangerous player on the field. If you don't even know Fattah Ishaq, he was the guy who scored against the same side a few days ago. And look at this, poor defending, look at the marking. This is more like 8v4. And none of the players watch out for that space in front of Fatau Isaaku. But then again, I must say credit to NS Niama. Precise cross from Fatau Isaaku. He had only one option. I am somebody who have never trusted Fatau Isaaku with his head. But this time around, he got it very, very well. Because the cross, the quality of the cross was very, very good. Well tailored, well measured. And then that was a very good goal.
Well, so that's Fatau Isaaku getting the goal. But you realize that we worked out a lot of balls from the flanks and then floated in. So a lot of these opportunities came from the flanks, either from Fatau Isaaku. Yes, exactly. And so it looks like it's something the coach has asked them to do.
I think we are playing 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And that has been the
And this was another opportunity given to Barnier, who should have buried this.
Very interesting runs in this game, but he has fluffed his lines. The opportunities that came his way, at least he should have buried one. And this particular one, I expected Barnier to just try and dink the ball over the goalkeeper. There you see it. I expected him to dink the ball over the goalkeeper, but he tried to go.
But Mutala, can we also give credit to the goalkeeper? Because
of course, for
he
coming
spread
out early
and then spreading himself big. Yeah.
But Barnier has also been industrious in this game as well. He's made a lot of runs. But again, intelligently for Fatau Isaaku there to put that ball through for Barnier. But I think he had his head down a bit. If he had raised his head a bit, you would have seen that the goalkeeper was already.
I think maybe he could have also gotten around the goalkeeper.
Yes, he could have.
I think the best option was to pull the ball back. Because the goalkeeper was already down, and then he can get enough space.
But if you look at it, well, it seems he didn't really look at the position of the goalkeeper. He didn't know the goalkeeper had already gone down.
But I also want to credit the goalkeeper.
And he must make a decision. He must make a decision in a split second. It's that difficult. Usually, when players get there, they assume that goalkeepers would come out and go down, so you dink the ball over them. But things have changed.
Well, Algeria also created chances for themselves, and this was a chance created by Algeria.
Of course, your man, the number 10 JC, that is Mohamed Belken. He's been disturbing Aaron Isel ever since he came on, and on this particular occasion, fortunately for the Black Meteors, there weren't enough bodies in there to tap the ball home. I mean, ever since he came on, you can see Algeria trying to go down the right-hand side of the Ghanaian defense, where they know he's nimble-footed and he can cause at least a foul or even cause havoc to Aaron Isel. But so Aaron Isel also needs to be on guard for that one.
So this is the penalty shout. Felix said, was it a penalty?
It was. The player.
But imagine if this had happened in Algeria.
Well, you see, no, he moved the hand.
Oh,
he moved the hand. Watch his hand.
He moved his hand.
Yes, this was a penalty. I was a bit surprised. The line, and look at the position of the linesman. He should have spotted that. He should have called attention of the referee.
He stopped the ball. So he
stopped the ball. And that was a clear penalty.
But you look at it from this angle as well. Could Barnier have gone on and taken a shot with the angle that he got himself into?
It's gone.
Yeah.
The contentious moment is a penalty. You know,
it's very difficult, especially when the ball is in motion like that, and you find players putting their hands beside them. It's like they're not making themselves like that. That is what
we should be ready to get to the second half of the game. Hopefully, we'll be able to get more goals, but we are picking a quick commercial break. After that, we join the feed for the second half of the game.
You are your own person, unique, one of a kind, special. That's why you deserve everything tailored to suit your particular taste, your preference, your needs. Just like MTN Just For You. You can get customized offers tailored to who you are. Dial *141# or use the MyMTN app to get to choose from a variety of offers made just for you.
We all go paint some Savannah Bento. We all go paint some Savannah Bento. It's so special. Savannah Bento. Assurance. Savannah Bento. Big value. Savannah Bento. It's available. Savannah Bento. And nice and natural. Savannah Bento. Affordable. Savannah Bento. We all go paint some Savannah Bento. Savannah Bento. Now do paint to that one. It's so more.
Savannah Paint from Azar Group. Since 1921, we all go paint some.
I never had spirit. What lie?
Oh my God!
They are here to qualify themselves.
Ashafo, na yo set so aye twesini. Na ntontom owie. Nti ntontom ba ko bi besi me director from. Ni se me bo mo man.
So you slap him?
NCBO say ya discover holy mosquito coil and multi-purpose insecticide spray. They kill one time and for sure all mosquitoes, cockroaches, flying and crawling insects. Sham so dear, ajibe biya. Say you feel what you memo, babiya. Oh, director, no.
Second half is going to be another 45 minutes for Ghana to maintain their superiority over their opponents and lay claim to that final ticket that passes them on into Morocco for the Africa Cup of Nations under 23 level.
Yeah, it's not over and done with yet. The Algerians are really deadly if you allow them.
Push there. So Ghana this time now playing from right to left, and they would have to do a lot of defending because the Algerians will be coming out guns blazing.
Had Ghana taken their chances, it would have been over and done with. Ghana could have gotten at least 3 goals on target.
Only have one to boost off, or to boast off I should say. It's a long one, and Dan Lad will allow that to roll over the line. Goal kick advantage it will be for the Black Meteors. Ibrahim Tanko together with their team manager Ablade Kuma came out with a smile on their face. Yes, Barnier. Dummies nicely, waits for the support. It's onrushing. Ishahaku, Samari. Oh, miscommunication.
Again, misunderstanding between the Meteors players. The free Barnier thought he was going to go for goal. Damn it very well with a sweet turn around and laid on the pass. But then again, Samari and Nyama here. Lost communication here. Nobody ready to take charge, and Algerians recover in time.
Just unfortunate. Myanmar could not react as quickly as he would have wished.
The Meteors just have not been that clinical up front. I mean, lacking a bit of concentration and focus when they get those opportunities.
It's Abe Ashikwe with a throw. And the Algerians will pick up the pieces. Ghana will fight for it, and they do get it. Siam lays on the pass. Barnier is offside.
Yes, but Barnier showing his pace and his intelligence, always drifting to the bar line, trying to create that space, get the boys. That player who can hold on to the ball very well.
Yeah. And he shows that he's got a lot of pace. He's got a lot of fast legs, Barnier. It's one of his trump cards. And I'm sure at some point he would want to use it to overrun the defenders in front of him. But Algerians will come forward and also try their chances. They need to get back into the game if they have any thoughts of wanting to pick up that final ticket. Ashikwe wins the throw-in. Supporters here in their numbers, fans here in their numbers, and it's all for a very good cause and a very good reason as Ghana seek to qualify for the Under-23 Championship. 3 countries will be eventually selected from the championship, and they would qualify automatically to Paris 2024. The ball goes over the line.
Atan Shak is not really happy from that ball from Emmanuel Siam. It's a poor ball, no pace behind the ball. And then again, if the Black Meteors can utilize the wings, the players they are really in flamboyant mood. They can really take on the Algerians.
Well, let's see whether they can do something creative with this build-up from Dan Lad Ibrahim. As we were telling you earlier on, 3 teams will automatically qualify for Paris 2024. A fourth team in asking would have to play a qualifier with the winner from the AFC zone, and that would cement Africa's participation at the Olympic Games. Algeria coming forward, that's a strong tackle in the center. Barnier, referee says play on. Judge that to be fair. Here's Nyama. Goes past one, but goes down in the process. He doesn't get anything for that.
Yeah, Nyama a bit unlucky. There was clear contact in that challenge. He skips past Mehdi Duval and can't sort his feet up in the final minute.
Nishaku all the way back to goalkeeper Danlad Ibrahim.
And one thing that we've seen though from the Black Meteors is that anytime they want to turn on the heat, they can really change gears.
Yeah, they are at liberty to do so. And sometimes they do so with a lot of the precision in terms of positioning on the field of play. Picked up nicely in the middle as they come forward. Siam lays on the pass. And then goes all the way back by Opoku Safu. Not too sure why. Opoku comes forward now, finds Abia Shikwe. Ball has been taken away from him. And the Algerians have the opportunity, and this is the reason why they should not dawdle with the build-up. Play on, says the assistant referee. Samari keeps his balance. Well, it won't be second time lucky. Trying to catch the goalkeeper unawares.
Yeah, but again, smart play from Fatah Ishaku. Just as he shot goalkeeper Teddy Bulhendi in the first leg, he's seen him off his line and he went for the spectacular game.
The Algerians will now work themselves into the half of the opponent. Some good play so far, keeping the momentum flowing and keeping the game going as well. Unfortunately, ball swung to the far side and a bit too out of place.
And you can feel the Algerians are a bit out of the game. They're not showing the intensity. They're not really purposeful up front. They're not creating decent opportunities, and this is where you expect the Black Meteors to capitalize on that.
And they are also not capitalizing, and it looks like they're taking their foot off the pedal, the Black Meteors. Aaron SL, we saw a lot of stalwart play from him in the first half. And again, Opoku to Danlad. Danlad gets it back to him with Opoku Safo. Then he sends a long one in. Target is Barnier. Barnier does well. Straps off that challenge. Oh, the shot is against bodies. He still has the opportunity though. It's come all the way back. SCM will push forward. SL. Chipped in, but not the best of chips there from Abdul Fattah. And the Algerians goes past Abia Shikwe. Abia Shikwe struggling to maintain his possession, and he scores full marks. It goes out, advantage will go to Ghana, so says the assistant. And Dominic Insobila will be grateful for that.
Yeah, again, the free Barnier should be hitting that ball the first time it took a bounce. He had done all the good work, showed his strength to outwit Tawfiq Sharafi, but then again couldn't hit the ball on target. Just tried to turn away and go for the second ball, but a bit too late.
Myanmar has an opportunity, latches onto that first time. Goalkeeper did well, foot block, But Nyama has more opportunities as he comes forward. He definitely would need to build up with some support. Samari picks it up. Samari has some space. And he rocks the crossbar. Meanwhile, the flag is already up.
Yeah, again. The Meteors turning on the heat, changing gears. Nyama with our first shot on target. Great stop from the goalkeeper. Teddy Buhendi with a feet. But the Meteors were still building momentum, and Samari created that space, and look at the technique. Went for laces, just a bit over the bar.
Throwing advantage, it will go to Ghana. But Algerians will use this opportunity to bring on some fresh limbs. Certainly needed in the game. So it looks like Bakra is going off.
Yeah, Bakra, the player who couldn't hit the back of the net from the spot kick in the first leg. It's Abdel Hamid Idris, the boy wonder for Algeria.
Danlad Ibrahim tees up a long ball in. The Algerians would defend. Mekani is also on. Two quick changes by the Algerians.
Yeah, Nuruddin Ali is going for broke here. It's really bringing on very offensive players.
Yeah. Last hurdle for the Black Meteors after dealing with the likes of Mauritius, and also had to deal with this stubborn Algerian side. Could have been Ghana playing the DR Congo, but the CAF penalized them and disqualified them for fielding an unqualified player. Lovely skill there from Nyama. Well, it didn't get him too far.
Yeah, this time a strong defensive play from Mehdi Duvar. I mean, Nyama has been winning all the duels in this battle, but then again, Mehdi Duvar did very well, showed strength to recover in time, to shepherd the ball to touch. Good defending.
Nyama, I beg your pardon, had a very good first 45 minutes. Dashing down that left flank like nobody's business and sending in some decent crosses as well. It was actually one of those crosses that got to the head of Abdul Fattah Shahakut that got Ghana's opening goal so far in the game. But it's Algeria fancying the chances of coming forward, but the Ghanaians doing much better this time. They're closing in on the Algerians, not leaving the gaps that they were leaving in the first 45.
And then again, you can't take your eye off these Algerians. They are very tricky, can surprise you anytime.
Fatawi Shako comes back to help with defense. The Algerians still come forward. They thread one to the near side, kept in play. All coming off the foot of Abe Ashikwe, and he gets the advantage. Algerians now pinning Ghana in their own half. Thankfully, that pass goes wayward and gives Ghana the opportunity to initiate an attack.
Yeah, just when they were building momentum into the game, it's Redi Amin Bencha who kicks the ball to touch.
And Coach Ibrahim Tanko, I'm sure, will be making a few responses in terms of substitutions of his own. And Simba, the Dreams FC player, is getting ready to play a big part in the game. Referee holds back play, gives the advantage to Algeria.
Yeah, we look at it again. It's Ayman Abdul Karim. Thought he lost the ball, lost the momentum. Referee thinks otherwise.
Advantage, but before that, Sylvester Simba comes on for Samari. Salifu Abbas Samari. In the dugout for Ghana, there is Godwin Atram. Algeria. Oh, the free kick is dealt with by Danlad Ibrahim. No problems at all.
Yeah, okay, the whip on the ball, excellent. Kosi Labualia, seeing 3 Algerian players lacking. Good anticipation from Ibrahim Danlad again.
Good ball control by the Algerians. It looks like they're soaking all the pressure that Ghana is giving to them, and it's left the likes of Barnier and Ishahaku very ineffective, having to join the attack when it matters most. Algerians, did they keep it in play? No, says the referee.
Yeah, Mohamed Bekir can't keep that ball alive. Anytime he gets on the ball, you feel he's that player who can make something happen.
Or the Ghanaians will have to show him a thing or two as he rounds up his marker, sets up the pass. Oh, Nyama could not get to the ball early enough. The Algerians get themselves out of trouble.
Then again, it's a free Barnier causing all sort of problems for the Algerian defense with its pace and strength. And anytime he gets in front here, yeah, he did very well to skip past Radi Amin Bencha, but just when he wanted to pull the trigger, can't stay on his feet.
The more Ghana misses chances, the more it makes Algeria look comfortable in the game, and the more it also gives them the necessary impetus to move forward.
Yeah, and the chances that the Meteors have created would have happened all out if they are taking the chances.
Good recovery by Ghana on the far side upon Afrani David. Ishahaku. And Ghana will take the advantage once again. Barnier leaves the ball behind. Good recovery by the Black Meteors through the middle. Strong header. Brought down nicely by Barnier. Simba. Ishahaku now. Still going for Ishahaku. Is brought down. Free kick advantage, says the referee.
It's really the maestro of this team. Look at him. The moment Simba releases him, he's going past players like nobody's business. He's that good on the ball.
Well, he shows a lot of character. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku. Very hard at training, and shows clearly that he has the desire to win. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku.
Yeah, signed for Sporting Lisbon in the Portuguese Primeira Liga from Dreams FC. Went to the World Cup and he's been amazing all season.
Is he looking at delivering one of those thunderbolts from the set piece? It's 63 minutes gone. Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Fattah sets up the chip. Nyama dispossessed. Appeals for the penalty by referee, who clearly looks elsewhere. The Algerians look confident as they come forward, but then they give the chance away.
Yeah, it looks like one from the training ground. That set piece delivered in by Fattah Ishahaku. Yeah, went for the chip. It was looking for the round of Nyama. Nyama can't get there in time. Good defending from Yassin Mohamed.
Throw into Algeria, and again chances are being missed more than being scored by Ghana. 64 minutes gone. get the best of clearances, they give the advantage back to the Algerians.
Yeah, sometimes you feel the Black Meteors are lacking the killer instincts up front.
They may be leading by a goal to nil, but the Algerians can definitely and certainly get back into the game from the look of things. Switch play to the left. And they probe with a long pass. Ball went out of play clearly.
Yeah, we look at it again. It's Shamsdeen Bekuchi who can keep that ball alive. Ball rolled over the line.
Carefully building up the attack from the rear. Opoku Abiashikwe wins a throw in for his effort, or does he? No, referee says he goes the other way.
And sometimes the approach from the Black Meteors a bit like a Desica, very slow for my liking, and it gives the Algerians, you know, all the time.
That man in the middle in the smoke, that's Fatau, Abdul Fatau Ishahaku's dad. He's here to watch his son display and get Ghana a step close to the Olympics.
Well, as it stands now, his son Abdul Fatau Ishaku is taking Ghana to the under-23 AFCON in Morocco.
Yes, let's keep our fingers crossed the Algerians don't get back into the game. But it's good to almost always have a family at the stadium when you're playing. They give you that moral support. And Daddy is here to ensure that Fatau does what he knows how to do best. And that is dazzle on the football field. It's a free kick advantage to Algeria. Algeria has players committed in the 18-yard box. Danlad Ibrahim, safety first, dealt with that nicely and easily. And that is a long throw. That's good enough. A delivery from Fatau. This looks good. Simba. Slowly but surely, Lactius put their passes together. Ishahaku. Myanmar could not get to the ball, but he runs after that. Can he do that? And he's shepherded off the ball by the Algerian, and he fell in the process.
Yeah, we look at it again. Simba combining very well with Fatau Ishaku. Ishaku has seen Nyama is crossing the ball to the head of Nyama, but Nyama misses it, and yeah, scramble for the ball between Nyama and Tawfiq Sharafi.
That seems to be okay. Took quite a nudge and a tumble in the effort to prevent Ghana from getting the advantage. Still Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Baba Yara Sports Stadium is the venue, and the agenda is a very simple one. Ghana needs to maintain its superiority over the Algerians to ensure qualification to the Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations, which will be hosted in Morocco.
Yeah, and the Algerian need to pull that goal and come back to level pegging.
Free kick advantage to Ghana. Center circle action. Ishahaku's goal still separates Ghana from Algeria. It was his goal that kept Ghana in momentum in the first leg. There's Dominic Insobila. All the way back to Danlad Ibrahim. Emmanuel Essien. Fatau is falling back a lot, Ishahaku.
Yeah, they're not getting the ball as quick as he would have wanted, so normally comes back around the center circle to pick the ball himself.
Unfair challenge by Nyama, penalized for that.
Yeah, seems to be finding it a bit difficult in the second half for Nyama. Can't run out like he did in the first half.
that was a trip earlier on by Barnier. Algeria now on the offensive. They're coming through the middle. A lot of white shirts amassing themselves in defense. Abe has been beaten to it, but fortunately ball falls to him and he recovers, rounds up his opponent. He's impeded again, and it's an advantage to Algeria.
Yeah, he had the advantage, Ashikwe, but lost the momentum, lost the ball as well.
Picked up nicely by Barnier. Now Ghana, can they sprint into an attacking mode? Nyama gets the ball pass. The pass was not the best, but manages to get it again. And Ghana still looking good as they come forward. Simba. Ishahaku. Dominic Nsobila switches play to the far side. He's got space in front of them now as they come forward. Simba covering a lot of ground since he came on. Still with Simba, but a bit overhit. And the advantage will go to Algeria.
Yeah, the fans are not really happy. They thought should have been a corner kick advantage. The Black Meteors. But in the final 10, the Black Meteors have really showed the quality, just lacking that killer instinct. And it's Nyama on the turf in pain. Not really looking good for the FC North Zealand star.
He has to get onto the stretcher, yes, and then he will receive further attention when he goes off. But played well in the first 45 minutes. Nyama combined nicely from the left-hand side of attack.
Yeah, it's been that lively for the Black Meteors. He's shown his quality. He's that pacey, and he can really creep one across the face of goal as well.
Yeah. 70 minutes gone, well 71 minutes gone is a water break now, so we're down into the last 20 minutes. And these fans, I'm sure they're waiting for a couple more goals.
Absolutely, they should be in the mood for more goals. There we see the Director General for the NSA, Professor Chumesi, there alongside the head coach of the Black Stars, Chris Hutton.
Michael Osei, Godwin Atram, the able assistants of Ibrahim Tanko, working so well and so close as a team. Other dignitaries in the VIP box, all waiting for probably another goal to cement Ghana's qualification to Morocco.
And one thing that has worked perfectly well for the Black Meteors in both legs is the understanding and combination between Ernest Nyama and Fatah Ishaku. Nyama assisted Fatah Ishaku to deliver in that push-cast goal in Algeria, and the two combined here again to get the goal for Ghana.
I think the telepathy between the two, without a doubt, is working, and that's what's putting Algeria into a lot of issues. Koscielny and Belki exchange places and positions. Ayman is also off. So for the Algerians, still looking good and trying to push men into open spaces. They believe that the last couple of minutes could be good enough for them. It's a long drive forward. Can he get to the ball? He can. And it goes out. And Abe Ashikwe thought that he had actually won a goal kick, but apparently it's a corner kick.
Yeah, you saw the surprise on his face. Yeah, we'll look at it again. It's the chap who just came on, Mohamed Aziz, trying to control the ball here. But clearly, Abe hit the ball against Aziz. Should have been a goal kick advantage, the Black Meteors.
Yeah, well, game will continue. 74 minutes played. Ghana still lead at that slender 1-goal advantage. Will that be enough? Oh, ballooned out of danger zone by Fatau.
I've been really impressed with his work rate, Fatau Shaku.
And his cultured left foot. He's got tremendous power in that foot of his. Algeria come forward looking for the cross. Well worked out by the Ghanaians. Myanmar goes down in the process. Referee says play on. The Algerians are coming close. The lovely dummy. And then it is fired over the top.
Yeah, again, the Algerians showing the quality. Lovely play. Look at the turn away from Jerry Rahul. Struck it with a lot of venom, but it's always rising. Again, a warning sign to the Black Meteors.
They come through the middle. This looks good, but unfortunately, he was impeded. Fatau in his process.
Okay, nimble-footed, lovely skill. Went past Mohamed Haj with cheeky ease.
To the near side he comes. Can Myanmar keep it in play? Put it out. But careful play in defense. Myanmar can afford a smile. He's had a battle today. Myanmar. Throwing quickly effective. Yes, Barnier. He goes on. Oh, sets up the pass, but there's nobody there to finish. It's an easy clearance for the Algerians. They put it out into touch for a throw-in.
Yeah, again, you see his frustrations. The throw-in from Ashi, Quay, and Barnier. He has been the tormentor in chief. He turns away beautifully, hits it on the carpet. Nobody there to connect home.
In Sobila. And here's Shahar, who comes to that left foot of his again. Goes round and fires. That was close.
Yeah. This is why he's the maestro of the team. Cuts it onto his left. He's going past the defenders. Created that space, hit it so well. It's just missing the post again. Could have been goal number 2 for him.
Clearly. Simba goes in for that. Dispossessed. Algerians will come forward. Gladly the Ghanaians are closing in the ranks as the Algerians come forward. Still in play, the Algerians have it. 77 minutes gone. Athens 2004 was the last time Ghana saw itself in the Olympic soccer tournament. Got stopped there from Mabea Shikwe, but the referee plays the advantage for the Algerians. Good skill. Oh, referee blows the whistle again.
Yeah, just when Efriye Barnier thought he had won the tussle against Yashin Mohamed. Yeah, beautifully. Referee thinks otherwise.
Simba gives the ball away, but quick recovery defense by Ghana. Swung to the near side. That's Myanmar. He's done a lot of running. Gets the better of the marker. It's Myanmar. He checks in. Oh! What other chances are the Black Meteors waiting for? And that drive from Ishahaku comes off the body of a player.
What a pass from Dominic Sobila. And it's Myanmar racing down the left flank and did very well. He's showing that pace and that intelligence. Yeah, he turns away and set it up for Efriye Barnier. And Barnier hits it, and What a block! Super block from Mehdi Duva. Bet Barney thought he had scored there from that close range. And again, Ghana lacking that killer instinct to kill off the game.
Still Ghana 1, Algeria 0, 79 minutes played in the game. Tanko still up on his feet. Myanmar. Oh, tried to go around his marker. Was he clipped? The referee would give the advantage to the young Ghanaian.
Clear push by Myanmar. Again, turning on the heat. Operating from a third gear, but push from behind. The chap who just came on, Mohamed Aziz, with that push on the electrifying Ernest Myanmar. Created the first goal for Fatal Ishaku, nearly created the second goal for a free Barnier.
Opportunities, and these are ones that you would not want to miss in a game like this. Abe Ashikwe leaves the ball, and Abe Ashikwe, for time wasting, has been shown a yellow card.
That's quite unfortunate for the Olympic swinger.
Abe Ashikwe goes into the referee's books. It's a free kick advantage to Ghana. And it's Fatal behind the ball. Swung in nicely towards the far corner. Under no pressure at all, they swing it back into the 18-yard box. The Algerians have it. But they come forward looking for an opportunity in Sobila. And it's going to be an advantage for Ghana. The free Barnier is going off. And Emmanuel Yeboah will continue the game for Ghana.
Well, he's done enough. It's been that tormenting. Just can't get on the score sheet. Had a glorious opportunity to put his name on the score sheet, but what a block.
So Emmanuel Yeboah from Cluj trying to work his way through, but held well by the Algerians. We're into the last 9 minutes of the game. Good recovery by the Ghanaians. Ishahaku takes the bull by the horns as they come forward. Ghana looking for an opportunity. Yes, Simba!
Why not give it a try? Fatal Ishaku laid on the pass, and Simba is trying to cut through on his left foot. He had options down the left side, and look at the frustrations on the face of Emmanuel Yeboah.
And it looks like Ghana would want to increase the intensity in the last couple of minutes before the end of the game. Abe Ashikwe kicks over the line for a throw-in advantage to the Algerians.
And incidentally, it was Ghana who bundled Algeria out of the African Cup of Nations in 4 years ago. And they did that with a one slim goal advantage in Algiers. This time around, it's the same one goal. Ghana is leading and on the verge of kicking out Algeria out of the U23 African Cup of Nations.
The ball has been taken away from Niama, but Yeboah gathers very well. It's CM now. This is where the Algerians can get dangerous. Ghana is still going forward a bit, overhit by Yeboah.
And the Cluj striker is trying to make his hasn't fell. Yeah, he's picking a pass with the inside of his foot for Fatai Shaku. A bit more power behind that pass.
Algeria. Good recovery from Bea Chikwe. Did that masterfully. And the header is on, but Myanmar can't keep it.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself. He's had a great game. And it's Myanmar.
Yeah.
What a bundle of talent he is.
Future looks good. Not only for him, but for this team, the crux of the team. And obviously from their under 23 level, their next step inevitably will be the senior national team. Algeria keep it in play, and that's some good thinking. They're coming forward now across the goal, and a big Ashikwe. Clearance first time, not the best. Still has it though. Ball goes over line, and once again, the assistant referee believes that the advantage will go to Algeria.
Yeah, we'll look at it again. It should be an advantage. Ashikwe.
Algeria still coming forward into the 18-yard box. Nicely handled by the Ghanaians as they come forward. Myanmar, can he go around his marker? He did so very well, but I think he did that unfairly, and referee saw that coming.
Yeah, clear foul on Myanmar. Trying to be that intelligent, full of skill, full of tricks. Can't go past Yashin Mohammed. Was pretty unfair from the Norgeland player.
5 minutes to full time, barring any time added on. Ghana 1, Algeria 0. Will it be enough to see and send Ghana into Morocco? For the Algerians, it's not over until the referee blows his final whistle. Good stoppage. Through the middle now. Fatawi Shaku sets up the pass. Emmanuel Yeboah, the dangling legs of his will get him to the ball without a doubt. Twisting and turning. Goes past one, goes past the other. Shot is right on target, goalkeeper blocks.
Again, amazing stop from goalkeeper Teddy Buhendi. He's pulled some astonishing saves to keep Algeria in the game.
Ghana come forward again. Myanmar. Abe Ashikwe. Good turn from Dominic Nsobila. Now has the captain's armband. Drawing rings around the Algerians, trying to tire them out.
Lovely skill from Yeboah. Twisting and turning, but the ball fell for Myanmar, who struck it so well, but goalkeeper got down in time onto his left to pile up that strong hand to pull the ball away.
Yes, yeah. Oh! Idea was good, out of nothing. And Aaron SL showing why he's one of the best fullbacks Bechim United ever have.
Terrific drive.
Algeria now seek an opening as they hit Ghana with an attack. Through the middle, that's good. But Storm has been weathered nicely. Yes, it's him. Myanmar. Oh, trying to play the triangular ball among themselves. Nearly put them into trouble.
Yeah, and it's Simba with that pass. A very good ball. Yeah,
free kick to Ghana. Dan Lad sent it back to where it came from. The fans are still singing and chanting. That's not over until it's over. And the Algerians will try and get back into open spaces once again.
They've not been that crafty, the Algerians. They've not really created those openings up front like they did in the first half.
A bit too long, that one, and it goes over the line. Advantage will go to Ghana. It's a long throw, but the Algerians have it once again. And you take a look at how they close in on the Ghanaians, making it difficult for Abe Ashikwe to even find his own player. Abdul Fattah still has the advantage, Ghana.
He's fearless, Fattah Shaiku.
Yeah.
On the ball, he knows he's that tricky, very quality left-footed player.
Yeah. And it's remarkable how Tanko has put these young men together, and they're forming or carving a niche for themselves. The understanding and the telepathy we've seen, especially in these two games, clearly gives many a Ghanaian that positive insight into the future.
Yeah, they are full of potential, aren't they?
Yeah. But Algeria come forward. They hope that it will be the last laugh for them. Shot is blocked. The cross is on. Danlad comes out and makes a save. 90 minutes of action. We've had 4 minutes of add-on time.
Yeah, again, the Algerians trying to cause a stir. Mohamed Aziz with a delivery took a ricochet of Ashikwe, and Danlad make a clear save out of that.
Goalkeeper had to come out quickly and make that save, but Ishaku is coming forward now. Tries to go around his marker, he goes past one, and then he leaves the ball behind. Giving the opportunity to the Algerians. Danlad will come out nicely. And then he gets it out of danger zone. Ghana slowly but surely coming forward. Simba cools down the pace. Shaku to Simba. There's Fattah. Abe Ashikwe fancies his chances of going forward. Stop dead in his tracks, throwing advantage Ghana.
Yeah, and this is what Samuel Ashikwe is good at, running at defenders. It's a very tricky customer. Look at him here.
Yeah.
Showing his pace and intelligence.
Ironically, he's playing in front of his head coach when he was at Atram de Visa Academy. Emmanuel. Lovely work now, Emmanuel. Brings the ball back through the middle. Isiam's shot goes wide.
And when they decide to play, they can really put in some intelligent passes. Get the final ball. Lacking that conviction. Isiam with that shot.
Careful defending by the Ghanaians. Shahaku sets up the pass. Simba is away. Has his eye on the prize. Good defending.
Again, the Simba let loose there with that brilliant pass from Fattah Ishaku, and Simba probably can't wrap his foot around the ball and bring on the skill. Again, marvelous defender from Tawfiq Sharafi.
Manoyebwa was waiting patiently to get a pass from Simba. But it's a corner kick to Ghana. Shahaku is gone behind the ball. But I can only count 2 white shirts in the 18-yard box. Corner kick is on. A little bit of trickery there from Ishaku. The advantage will still stay with Ghana. Now toying with the Algerians. Good ball pass. Here's Miyama. Finds Ishaku. And sends it all the way back into touch for a throw-in. Ghana needs to be careful now.
Yeah, a bit of showboating and unnecessarily give the ball away.
We're into the last couple of seconds in the game. It's a tackle from behind. But Algerians still have the advantage as they come forward. A yellow card has been shown. Free kick will have to be taken.
Yeah, just some few seconds left on the game, and the Meteors trying to kill off the game with showboating.
Yeah, Simba goes in for that strong tackle. And it's a free kick to Ghana. Feels that the Algerian did a little bit of assimilation.
Yeah, Simba won the ball.
Yeah.
Got the ball in. Yashin Mohammed. Yeah.
Referee believes that we've had enough. It's all over here. He's taking a look at his watch. We have 4 minutes of time added on. Ghana have scaled the hurdle, the very final hurdle, and it's found them in Morocco. Fans have been here. They've sung their hearts out. They've supported the team for 90 minutes plus. Players go down. It's been a tough day at the office, but they all get a congratulatory handshake and a pat on the back from Tanko Ibrahim. 90 minutes of action. Danlad and Nyama, Ghana, Algeria. And as they say, action day. Well, the action is all over. 90 minutes of action, Jude. Ghana have made it to the under-23s.
Yeah, you could feel it. When they do 1-1 in Algiers, Ghana were never going to lose the second leg. They look quite for action, and they turn on the heat. They show quality. Fatawu Shaku with that, and the fans, really that mood the Black Meteors have.
Yeah, they've shown that beyond every doubt they can do things and they can go places. Now they have done what it matters most. Ghana has won the match by 1-0, and of course the second half came.
Traditional wedding, if I never fabrics at all. Say, oh, the fabrics, the Kauna or Bano, one or so.
They'll be waiting for many, so near money also. Say, young cockroom. The best thing is saying cockroom.
This year, if I echo. So, who not go your bank or when you with me with your fabrics war.
Interview the Benny, say cockroom. Yeah, they ain't cockroom.
Come and say, oh, can't fabric me was him.
And baby, traditional wedding. Fabrics, Papa.
I shall baby out of fabrics.
And they may come for anointed quality fabrics. Eddie, mom.